Hannah, are you excited for Dad to do a big bike ride? Tell me about what you're about to do tomorrow.
So this is the drive to Perth for the inaugural Midwest Gravel Grinder. The ride goes from Freemantle to Geraldton. Doesn't go in a straight line. We're going by Midland, 2J, Wongan Hills, Marling, Karoo, Predgery, Morowar, Minginoo and Geraldton.
What's your strategy?
Just going to keep riding.
Yeah, one light thing.
Ready to roll? Yep, sweet.
Hey Hannah, welcome to our Airbnb.
What's going on your head there, Harry?
I put a stamp on my head.
Oh, there's one on your knee too.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing I'm doing now, come and have a look. We're charging all of my electronics pre-ride. So I think most things are probably okay, but just one thing I want to be 100% sure of is I don't want to be starting with a flat torch, so that's my focus. So what I've got in terms of electronics is I've got two front torches, I've got two back torches here, and I've got a GPS head unit here, Garmin 520. So that's what I'm running for lights, navigation. Then I've got my iPhone in your hand, and I've just got a spare phone. I'll also have, I would have packed a bit too much, but I've got 3 10,000 amp hour, milliamp hour, bug lugs, whatever they're called, battery banks. So I probably don't need all of these, but I've just taken them down to Perth because I can. Have a look at this toe warmer. Basically, I've never ridden with one of these before, but I'm imagining it could be like freeze your balls off type weather out there. So I'm thinking, oh, what can I do? Toe warmers is the solution.
Are you eating Dad's lollies?
Yeah.
What about you, Hannah? Are you eating Dad's lollies?
The next morning.
You want a coffee?
Yes, please.
I feel like I didn't sleep enough last night. Oh.
Ready to go?
Yeah. Sure.
Go, Sean.
So checking in, it is apparently 9:30 and I'm 75 k's into this ride. So this is a part of the old railway line heritage trail. 3.5 hours in, 75 k's in. So pace is probably a little bit quicker than I was expecting, but I feel good. Maybe went a little bit harder up the first hill than what I would have liked, but to be able to hang on to some experienced riders who know the route and not have to worry about taking a wrong turn, that was pretty good. So those guys stopped back. There's a park somewhere, Mundaring or something like that. I was getting some water, and Sasha and Matt, I think they went to the toilet or something. I just kept riding. So no doubt they'll catch me soon, but yeah, feeling good at this point. So the time is 11:30. Things are warmed up a bit. Got my rig out. Yeah, things are warmed up a bit. No winter gear on. Just coming in a climb. I hope it's the climb into 2J. I had been warned there was a big one. Video always deceptive. But yeah, coming into the hill. And fingers crossed. There's our iced coffees, sandwiches, fruit juice, all the things in 2J. All right, that's the top of this hill. I'm out, I'll see you in 2J.
12.50. How's the ride been so far?
Seems okay, yeah. No, pretty good pace. It's hot. Yeah, thought there'd be southerly by now, but southerly hasn't kicked in. These were fundraising socks for Backroads. And yeah, proceeds of the socks went to Midwest Charity Begins at Home.
They're really comfy as well.
Yeah, no, they're really good.
I just had a good smell of them and they smelled all right, hey? Like they held up pretty good.
After they came with your feed.
Yeah. Hey Harry, what do you think about your dad riding a bike back to Perth instead of driving a car?
I don't know.
So it's 1 o'clock and 140 k's in. Some lunch in 2J. So pretty nice to be out of the city. No cars around, gravel roads, paddocks for days. Just about no wind at the moment. So maybe that means a southerly will come soon. Feeling okay. Yeah, I've done a bit of work. Like so far I've ridden an 1/8 of the course, but I've climbed a 1/4 of the course. So what the fuck was that big pile of hay? So it's 4 o'clock and I think I've done 185 k's. Parked up on top of a hill here. Nice spot to stop, nice and cool in the shade. Just had another can of Coke. That is my 3rd can of Coke for the day. Starting to feel it in the legs a little bit now. I'd like to keep pushing through the night. I'll give it a crack, but I'm not 100% sure that that's something I can do. Got some food, passed through Bulgart and there was no shops open except the pub. So went in and bought a packet of peanuts from them and a can of Coke. And the lady there was nice enough to bring me out a couple of pieces of fruit and muffins and I think like a pack lunch kit that they make for workers that stay there. So that was good. But what that means is as well, the next challenge, if I do push through the night, I'll need to keep eating to fuel until I can get resupplies tomorrow morning. Now, depending on where I am, the IGAs may not open till 8 o'clock, but basically this has got to fuel me until tomorrow morning. And if I can't, then I might have to stop. So parked up at the Wongan Hills Hotel. Looks like a great place for a beer, but just a lemonade for me tonight and pizza coming. How am I feeling? I'm pretty cooked. Sore ass cheeks from sitting on the bike all day. Got sore legs. It was a fairly tough day out there in that it was hot. The headwinds weren't that strong, but they were there. Yeah, not gonna lie, thinking about options for staying here for the night and starting again tomorrow. But yeah, the more I think about it, may as well just keep going now. The weather looks like it's going to start to be favourable, and there's a headwind coming in tomorrow afternoon or Sunday afternoon. So if I can keep going now, I can get a tailwind instead of riding into that headwind. That's pretty much the end of updates from me. So this is Great Northern Highway. The time is 12:30 Saturday night or Sunday morning. So the most fun one is, I've been told my 2 kids have gastro. So we'll find out whether I've been infected by gastro. That could be very interesting if I'm on the bike. The other one is the course will have to take a detour at 370, and I'll catch up with Cam at the 365. He's going to give me a briefing as to what that detour looks like. In terms of how I'm going, feeling pretty good. I wasn't that comfortable earlier today, but all of my issues have gone. And my issues were hot feet. Somehow that's gone. My Garmin wasn't charging, fixed. My water bottle was falling off, fixed. I wasn't navigating properly with my Garmin, fixed. There was a headwind, fixed. There was hills, fixed. This section, although this is a hill now, it's fairly flat and the wind's good. Welcome to Miling. So quick update in Miling now. That is 350 k's in. The time is 12:30. Feels fairly still, which is weird because I'm pretty sure I had a stonking tailwind coming west to get here. Eating a donut, wonderful. Still got my string bag going there, and I think I'm going to have enough food to get through to breakfast. I don't know where breakfast is going to be, but I've got 6 Cliff Bars and a handful of gel. And then there's some goodies from Old Love from Bulgart, so that's great. I don't know what time it is. Could be 3 o'clock, but there's a rider in the distance there. What a nice morning. So, got something juicy up here. There's a rider up and stalking him for a little while now. So, we've able to overtake him. And then the lead rider might be 20 k's ahead with about 260 k's to go. So, possible to catch him. Nothing's given, and the odds are against that, but got to give it a crack a lot. And there's some wind coming, nasty headwinds coming. So, I'm sending it as quick as I can tomorrow. And I hope that I'll get some lunch there, resupply, and basically make sure I'm missing as much of this headwind as I can. The time is 12 o'clock Sunday, and it's 300 k's to go, and it looks like somewhere between a 10 and 15k gap between myself and the front rider. Now what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to sting it a bit, and that's for 2 reasons. One is there's some nasty wind coming in. If I can get in front of that, then that's going to be great. But also, there's potential to have a showdown between me and number 1. So, it would depend on the wind, depend on the course. Too early to tell yet, but I like the idea of setting up an opportunity.
A few moments later.
This wind is relentless, and it is 613 k's bottom here, which has another 250 to finish. I don't know if I can charge through and do that. The rider behind me is 33 k's away, so I've got a bit of time there, and I think I'm just going to have a kip. Good night.
More moments later.
So it's a 10-minute nap. Oh no. Just bed up here. I'm gonna feel okay. A little bit delusioned. Waking up in a farmer's paddock.
An hour later.
So I've just had another kip. Might be an hour far down the road, 10 k's down the road from where I had a kip before. Don't know exactly why I had another one, but it felt like it was a good idea. I think actually, no, what I was thinking is with this wind, it's going to be a slow grind to get to Minginoo, and then any movement west will take a long. It will just basically drag the ride out to the point where I'm not sure if I could have made it into Geraldton without having some sleep. So may as well get some sleep in while it's windy and hot as well. And I think that's what I was thinking. That's probably only now that I say it, that's what was happening. But yeah, in terms of trying to catch up to Ross, you may as well say all bets are off there. I think I probably went pretty hard trying to chase him down, and I think probably cooked myself doing that. I've been drinking heaps of water. Like, from the start of the ride, I might have had 15 litres. But I just drink it, and I just still feel dehydrated. So I think that's another thing. Having a quick rest here might just be a little reset that I need. I really should get back on my bike. Been getting all these messages of support. It's really nice. Turn my phone on. I've been riding with it on airplane mode, but yeah, just turning off airplane mode, getting texts come through, really nice. I think especially when you're hurting or even pushing, it's kind of nice.
So I'm back on the bike now. So I feel heaps better now. Even like when I was having my naps, kept coughing and like spitting all this stuff up that came from like my throat. I think just because I was dehydrated and maybe like some phlegm there, trying to just protect your throat from dehydration and hot air that I'm breathing in and talking. But just from having coughed all that up, I can breathe better.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm at 780 Ks. I'm in the lead by maybe 5 Ks. Yeah, there's a creek crossing here. I don't really want to get wet feet because it's 4 degrees. Don't know if I said that, but 4 degrees. So, and we've still got 80 Ks to go to finish. Not that keen on getting wet feet. If I ride through it, the risk is I might fall into it. So just, it is 4:30 Monday morning. I don't know how many Ks I've done. Might have done 800 or something. And the other two lads are not too far away. Maybe they're having a sleep. But I've got a bit of a problem here. Got no seat. So yeah, the bag was looking wobbly. And then the seat was wobbly. So I've taken the bag off and now I've got to try and fix my seat in the dark with my wet boots that I got from the river crossing. And everything sore, hurts to bend over.
6.5 hours later.
So bike seat malfunction has called it quits. At I think 780 Ks. So a lot of fun. Would have been nice to do the full course, but on the whole at this stage I wouldn't say I'm disappointed that I didn't do the whole course. We still went out there and rode 780 Ks. And it's not just about the distance as well. It was quite cool how it turned into a bit of a race scenario in the end. So this was the racing aspect. I don't know how the other lads think as well. Carl might go and talk to them. but there was a slow-paced race evolving where the spanners in the works were people needed to sleep, people needed to eat. Sleeping, like the final run, I was, this was before I had my bike seat issue, but I think I'd worked out I was in front of Ross by maybe 15 k's or something. But I was delirious on the bike. I needed to sleep. So I had a 10-minute nap. And then I checked the tracker. And then I'm only 10k in front of Ross. And I think the amount of sleep I needed was way more than what I could have got from 10k.